Paul's just looking through the new Thermion Duo DXP55. Just fitted it to my own gun.
Oh my word.
What do you think of it? The colour image for what it is?
Meant. I'm looking at the rabbit at about 1200 yards doing backflips in the sun.
Unreal. So it's a 4K sensor, 4 times base magnification. Miles away with this thing. We're looking down, and that building there is actually what must be 1200 yards away, isn't it?
Yeah, it must be somewhere about.
When I just looked down there, if that was a fox right in them dirt tracks, you could shoot a fox, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Easy at that distance.
What the heck? Yeah, look at these down there.
What's that?
Look, see right down there. You've got like a big tree that slopes down.
Yeah.
And then
right down.
Right the way down there.
Yeah, you can actually see them.
There's 2 rabbits doing backflips and rolling about in the sun.
Well, but it's good, isn't it, for a fixed focus lens?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be able to, and it's very, very clever and nifty the way it does it. So basically, it's a 4K sensor in this, and you've got the Thermion 2XP50 Pro sensor, which is the 25MK 17 micron 640 resolution. Really, really good sensor. Probably the best I've used in poor weather conditions. It's low base mag, 2 mag, but I still shoot rabbits 150 yards of mine. But this combines both elements because it's multispectral. You get the day image and the ability for thermal to track animals if they run on or move out of sight. You can see them in foliage and scrub with the thermal. So you split the channel. You can either have your main magnification on full colour 4K and then thermal on the top. You've got full colour, and there is a little bit, it's not night vision, but you've got a little bit of low light capability, but the thermal channel will let you shoot right through the night as well. So you've got one gun if you needed it for stalking, air guns, rimfires, foxing. It does everything, and it's really, really good. So that is the Thermion Duo DXP55. It's got all the usual features, compatible with Stream Vision 2. It's got APS 2, APS 3 changeable batteries. Spin that round, Paul. 2 seconds. So you've got, so here's some little features. People might say, yes, there's loads of stuff on the market. Yes, there is lots of things on the market, right? But see this? It's recessed. You cannot knock that. You could be using this, spin it round on your back on a sling. You can't knock it unless you press this in. Then it activates it. Then you can dial. Power button's right out the way. You can't accidentally knock this. If you ran out of charge, you wanted to go out on a night and it was dead, you can just pop this off and pop another APS 2 or APS 3 with the cap. You're good to go. Magnetic eye cup, like the rest of the Thermion range, pops on and off. You're not screwing things on. Controls are really good. So you split, hang that down, 2 seconds. So control wise, this is the main button that swaps your channels. Single press will change from thermal to 4K. Hold it in and it splits the channel between the two on the picture-in-picture and the 4K. You can also magnify with this button up on the base mag, or if you hold it in, it activates picture-in-picture and you magnify through that. Also, a single press, if you didn't want to do that, would activate the magnification, and then you can scroll across in 0.1 increments. The Duo also has the newest firmware, so it's got the smooth zoom. I'm really impressed with it, and I'm going to be keeping this actual scope myself. That's how impressed I am with it. So for anyone looking for an all-round, all-in-one device, it's good. I like it.
Something else I like. The little throw lever on the
Oh yeah, the
zoom.
throw lever, it's slightly different to the other ones, isn't it? You've got
That'd
that
be
bit of
nice.
a thumb.
That'd be nice for gloved hands.
Yeah, yeah, so you've got that little bit compared to the old one. So yeah, now we're going to get some footage and upload it and see what people think. When you get one, Paul?
Next week.
Next week.
I'll have to get down the bank again.
But also got the major XLs there to try, so we'll try them as well. Anyway, over and out. So here's a rabbit sat on a hedge. Grass in front of it's quite long. We've got an hour left of light. It's dusk. So you will notice a slight difference in performance from the day sensor. So the gun's just been set up on both channels. You do have to set up both channels, the day sensor and the thermal, which is a 2-second process, and it shows you on the actual menu if you've only set one of the sides up. So I take a shot at this rabbit, just clip it. There's another one to the left of it. I aim safe, go for a chest shot, hit it, drop it. The next one, we move along to the right, I scan. I did see one with the thermal channel. I'm just playing with the settings here. So, move to the right, there was another one, and because the gun needs a little bit of fine tuning, I do initially miss. It shoots slightly to the right, which I do see on the thermal channel, it hit the ground. So what I do after this, I go around and I set the device up. It just needed a little bit of adjustment. It was about an inch to the right. Fine tuned it, and then it was fine for the rest of the shots. You'll see, just as I take the shot, you just see it go to the right of the rabbit's head on the thermal channel. So now it can't allow for that, hit the rabbit. So allow me to correct myself there. The beauty of this is I can now find rabbits where I couldn't see in the hedgerow, and you'll see how difficult that rabbit behind that hedge would have been to find with just the colour channel. Thermal allows me to spot it on the main view, and then I have a more precise magnification or colour image to identify positively at the top of the screen, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. 80 yards, and he's down. See him kicking there behind that hedge? Tiny little rabbit. Magnify up on the top screen. 80 yards, that rabbit, young rabbit was. Love this scope, it's really good. The ability to just swap channels as so, like that. It's just swap channels. In dark now. Look how well this duo works in the long grass, where you can't really find something that you need to shoot, like this rabbit. It's hidden. The thermal picks it out. The daylight sensor allows me to positively identify that as a rabbit. Excellent for this sort of use. I do think dual channel devices are going to be the future. Moving on, definitely. Just so many benefits. You can use it all day long, into the evening. You can use it on a night with the thermal channel. You can use it in cover to identify. Look how difficult this rabbit would have been to find. The thermal channel just shows it's a little heat spot, but you can just see through and identify from its head and ears it's a rabbit. So without that, I would have probably tried to get round closer, maybe spooked it, but I can definitely identify with the day channel, which is, to me, massive benefits. See this rabbit here, 80 yards away, bit of wind. That colour channel allows me to identify where, with the thermal, I might have a message movement. I might be doubting whether it is the animal I'm wanting to shoot. That allows me to just verify, check and verify, and be totally confident that the animal I'm shooting is what I want to be shooting. Right, this rabbit, it's in the viewfinder there. It's basically nigh on darkness. Dusk's gone. It's just getting that period where it's dark. The Duo drops to a black and white image from the full colour to retain some image quality in the day channel, as you can see on the top of the screen. It's not a night vision device. It doesn't have an IR filter. It's basically a 4K sensor with the tiny lens, optical lens on the front, and it doesn't have the night vision ability. So when it falls to night, you swap over to the thermal channel. But here on the screen you can see that is the 4K sensor. When it gets to this period of light, it drops to black and white to try and retain detail, which is good, but it gets to a point where that image will no longer be visible and you'll just have to swap over fully to the thermal channel.